This video is a journey through Ogliastra, one of the wildest and most mysterious regions of Sardinia. Hidden between mountains and sea, this ancient land became known around the world for one extraordinary reason. People here live longer than almost anywhere else on Earth. But longevity is only part of the story. Ogliastra is not simply a place where people grow old. It is a place where life moves differently. Villages cling to mountainsides, shepherds still follow ancient rhythms, and families gather around long tables where time seems to slow down. This book explores the landscapes, traditions, food, history, and people who made Ogliastra one of the world's legendary blue zones. The first encounter with Ogliastra feels like entering another century. Roads twist through mountains of limestone and granite before suddenly opening toward the deep blue Tyrrhenian Sea. Villages appear quietly among olive trees and stone walls. The air smells of rosemary, myrtle, salt, and smoke from wood-burning ovens. Unlike many Mediterranean destinations shaped by tourism, Ogliastra remains authentic and reserved. It does not reveal itself immediately. Visitors must slow down, listen carefully, and learn patience. The region lies on the eastern coast of Sardinia and is known for dramatic geography. Cliffs dropping into turquoise waters, ancient forests, caves, hidden beaches, and isolated mountain communities. From the beginning, Ogliastra teaches a simple lesson. Life is not meant to be rushed. Ogliastra is defined by contrast. On one side stand rugged mountains shaped by centuries of wind and rain. On the other side stretches the Mediterranean, calm and luminous under endless sunlight. The mountains protected villages from invasion for centuries and created a culture of independence and resilience. Shepherds crossed difficult terrain daily, walking long distances with sheep and goats. Physical movement became part of ordinary life rather than exercise. The coastline tells another story. Beaches such as Cala Golorice, Cala Mariolu, and Cala Luna are among the most beautiful in Europe. Many remain accessible only by boat or long hikes, preserving their wild character. Nature in Ogliastra is not decorative. It shapes identity, behavior, and survival. The villages of Ogliastra are the heart of the region. Places like Baunai, Urzule, Lanuse, Talana, and Seuiai preserve traditions that disappeared elsewhere decades ago. Stone houses stand close together along narrow streets where neighbors still know one another deeply. In many villages, elders gather outdoors each evening to talk, observe life, and maintain social connection. Loneliness, which affects modern societies worldwide, is less common here. Church bells continue to organize the rhythm of daily life. Religious festivals unite entire communities through music, food, and processions. These villages are not museums. They are living communities shaped by memory and continuity. Researchers began studying Sardinia after discovering an unusually high number of centenarians in the region. Ogliastra became internationally famous as one of the world's blue zones, areas where people frequently live beyond 100 years. Scientists searched for explanations. The answer was never a single secret. Longevity in Ogliastra appears connected to several elements: constant natural movement, strong family bonds, Mediterranean nutrition, low levels of social isolation, meaningful daily roles for elders, connection to nature, reduced stress compared to urban societies. Many elderly residents continue gardening, walking, cooking, and participating actively in community life even in advanced age. Growing old here is not viewed as a burden. Age is associated with wisdom, respect, and belonging. Food in Ogliastra reflects simplicity and balance. Traditional meals are built around local ingredients: olive oil, vegetables, legumes, whole grains, goat and sheep products, herbs, and homemade bread. Pani carasso, the famous thin Sardinian bread, became essential for shepherds because it lasted for long periods during mountain journeys. Meals are slow and social. Families eat together, often with wine produced locally in small quantities. Canino wine attracted scientific interest because of its high concentration of antioxidants. But perhaps the greatest nutritional secret is not any specific ingredient. It is the culture surrounding food, moderation, conversation, community, and time. For centuries, shepherd life defined the inland culture of Ogliastra. Men spent long periods in the mountains caring for sheep and goats across difficult landscapes. Their daily routines demanded endurance, patience, and deep knowledge of nature. The shepherd was not only a worker, but also a symbol of independence. Traditional shepherd culture emphasized physical resilience, practical wisdom, respect for land and animals, family responsibility, silence and reflection. Even today, traces of this world remain visible in seasonal rituals, cheese-making traditions, and mountain trails. The modern world moves quickly, but Ogliastra still remembers how to move slowly. One of the strongest foundations of longevity in Ogliastra is human connection. Families often remain geographically close across generations. Grandparents are deeply involved in everyday life and continue contributing to family structure. Elders are not separated from society. They remain integrated within it. This creates emotional stability and purpose. In many modern cities, aging can become associated with isolation. In Ogliastra, older people often remain central figures within homes and communities. Researchers increasingly recognize that emotional well-being and social belonging directly influence physical health. The people of Ogliastra understood this long before science began measuring it. Religion remains deeply connected to identity in Ogliastra. Village festivals combine Catholic tradition with older Sardinian customs that may reach back centuries. Processions, music, candles, and shared meals create moments where the entire community gathers together. These rituals provide continuity between generations. Time in Ogliastra follows a different rhythm. Daily life is less dominated by schedules and urgency. People walk slowly. Conversations last longer. Meals are not rushed. This slower pace may appear simple, yet it profoundly affects stress and quality of life. Modern society often worships speed. Ogliastra reminds the world of the value of patience. The coastline of Ogliastra is among the most spectacular in the Mediterranean. Massive limestone cliffs rise above water so clear that boats seem suspended in air. Cala Golorice, Cala Mariolu, and Cala Biriala became symbols of Sardinia's untouched beauty. Many beaches cannot be reached by road. Visitors must hike through difficult terrain or arrive by sea. This physical isolation protected the coastline from overdevelopment. Nature remains dominant here. The sea-shaped trade, fishing traditions, and migration patterns for generations. Yet, it also reinforced the feeling that Ogliastra exists apart from the modern world. Sardinia possesses one of the strongest regional identities in Europe. In Ogliastra, many residents continue speaking Sardinian dialects alongside Italian. Language preserves memory, humor, oral history, and local identity. Traditional songs and poetry remain important cultural expressions. The island's history includes influences from Phoenicians, Romans, Byzantines, Spaniards, and Italians. Yet Sardinia maintained a unique cultural core. Ogliastra especially resisted cultural homogenization because of its geographic isolation. To understand the region fully, one must understand the pride and resilience of Sardinian identity. The elders of Ogliastra often describe life with remarkable simplicity. Many speak less about achievement and more about relationships, work, nature, and gratitude. Their wisdom rarely comes from books. It comes from repetition. Waking early, walking daily, eating modestly, caring for family, accepting hardship, remaining useful, several centenarians continued working or gardening well into old age. Purpose gave structure to their lives. Modern society frequently searches for complicated solutions to health and happiness. The people of Ogliastra often point towards simpler truths. As international attention grows, Ogliastra faces new challenges. Tourism brings economic opportunity, but also risk. Roads improve, hotels expand, social media exposes hidden places to global audiences. The question becomes urgent. Can Ogliastra preserve its authenticity while welcoming the world? Many residents seek balance rather than isolation. Sustainable tourism may allow economic growth without destroying traditional life and natural landscapes. Protecting Ogliastra means protecting more than scenery. It means protecting a philosophy of living. The importance of Ogliastra extends far beyond Sardinia. In an age of stress, loneliness, overconsumption, and constant speed, this small region offers a different model for human life. Its lessons are surprisingly simple. Move naturally every day, stay connected to family, eat modestly and locally, maintain purpose throughout life, respect elders, remain close to nature, slow down. Ogliastra demonstrates that longevity is not only about surviving longer, it is about living meaningfully. Ogliastra remains one of the rare places in the modern world where ancient rhythms still survive. The mountains continue watching over silent villages, shepherd trails still cross the hills, families still gather around shared meals, elders still sit outside in evening light while children play nearby.